Thank you very much, Jack. Thank you very much, Clint. That series goes pretty much as everyone expected. Hot 3-0 from OpTic Gaming. And I think when you talk big picture now, the question is, Vitality obviously at the bottom, still yet to win a map. Do you see them maybe not finishing like stone last? Like when you compare Vitality now with Mindfreak, Joe, like who's ahead in your opinion?
I think we've seen more potential from Mindfreak. You know, you've seen at least one map win, right? But really just the potential of the players. I mean, you have Shox, who's had a great game. Fida, you know the potential of Mindfreak. They have a very solid roster, but I mean, coming into stage 1, you know that Vitality, they've upset teams before. They beat Luminosity, they beat Envy. Sure, you could say that Luminosity series, like maybe they were just testing a few maps, they were going through the veto process, but they were still able to beat them. And you know that even at New Orleans, this series, this OpTic Gaming Vitality series was very close. I mean, Vitality was taking maps, so it just seems like, I don't know if people have figured Vitality out, if they're not playing their strengths right now. I'm not exactly sure what it is, but this doesn't seem like the Vitality we saw just a couple of weeks ago.
And even, oh God, that's just painful to look at. Even then, though, it's a situation for fight. I know, it's just 0 and 0. Like, how do you let that? But yeah, that's just
6 too.
Anyway, yeah, Vitality, they've shown signs of life, but even when they're showing signs of life, they're still not winning. So, like, the takeaway is that they've been playing teams close. To answer your question, Ben, between them and Mindfreak. Yeah. So Vitality has played teams close, but obviously haven't won a single map. Mindfreak has had, well, won the map that they did win, but also maps that they should have won. Again, I think Mindfreak, their biggest problem is their hard point, but their S&D, they could have been very easily 2-1 instead of 0-3. Again, their first blood rate is the highest in the league. 60% of the rounds they go into with a man advantage. So Mindfreak, all the potential in the world there. Still, though, when they play Vitality, I'm not saying it's clear-cut Mindfreak wins. I think Vitality, that's obviously going to be their best opportunity to take a map, but Mindfreak, I think, would just definitely have the edge in the series. Mindfreak has more upset potential on the rest of the teams in the league.
Okay, well, obviously, map 2 was a little closer, Joe. One thing to note, we were talking a little bit about it yesterday. Scump with the sniper rifle, still pulling it out today. Obviously, yes, against Vitality. Do you think we'll see him do it later on against Echo Fox?
I mean, if it's working, right, he seems to be pretty comfortable with it. He's finding a few little cheeky spots where, you know, we see Kenny do it on TK, and I think it just sort of switches up the mentality of the team that they're facing, of their opponents, where, you know, he's playing very aggressive on those ruins, and then he pulls out the snipe. It's, again, something that Kenny tends to do on USS Texas and RN4, so I think it's just some mind games that we might see more from Scum.
Well, he's definitely good with it. Obviously, we've seen him do it a couple of times throughout the history of his career, but definitely seems to be having a lot of success on World War II with that sniper. Whether it's just going to be a phase or whether he's going to keep rocking it, we'll wait and see. But then, of course, we go over to Game 3. At this point, OpTic Gaming 2-0 up, and well, Flag Tower went about as you probably would think it would. Chance OpTic Gaming completely dominate.
Yeah, no, the thing that stands out to me about this map is Maven and Courage were talking about is there's 42 maps total that these teams will play at a minimum, and I hadn't done that math in my head yet, so I was surprised to see that's the actual credit of the map. OpTic just had their way with them. There was never a moment where, I mean, Vitality maybe could have gotten a flag or two, but they lost 5-0. Again, OpTic just absolutely in cruise control. Never a concern for them to be off by anything. There's no bad takeaways for OpTic. All 4 players look fantastic in every single game mode. No big deal.
Now here's what I find interesting, right? The matchup later on in the day, it's the 8:30 p.m. game, Echo Fox versus OpTic Gaming. You have Echo Fox coming off a 3-0 loss, OpTic Gaming obviously coming off a 3-0 win. Is that going to play any part, do you think, Joe?
Well, I just walked past the warm-up, and I heard Aqua just kind of say, man, I don't know if you guys noticed, but we kind of suck at London Docks. Kind of like, yeah, that happened. So I imagine they're not going to play London Docks Search or Hardpoint, in which Echo Fox, they'll probably have a better performance on the other maps.